I just want to come on for a few minutes just to share some basic chords to get you through most gospel songs, whether it's playing in church or maybe even you're playing with the artist or something like that. Some really real simple stuff where you can get through pretty easy, okay? And I'm going to show you some of these shapes that will help you too, okay? So the first one, most people call it like a cowboy chord. It's in C, okay? A C major chord here. They call it cowboy because it's kind of wide open. So I'm starting on the 3rd fret on the 5th string. Then I'm going to the 4th string, excuse me. Hey, Herbie. Hey, Christian. Okay. Then we have that is actually an E. Yeah. So we have the C, E, open G. Okay. This is open string. And then we're playing here another C. That's that C chord. Okay, you can play it like that, or you can play it a bar. Okay, go down to your 3rd fret here, starting on your 5th string, 3rd fret, and then barring across the 5th fret. See that? That's another C. Most of the time you hear the old gospel quartet, they'll start out the song like this. You hear that all the time. You don't hear it now, but you used to hear it all the time. And then you have this shape here. All it is playing a bar across the 5th fret, starting on your 4th string and going all the way down, playing these 3 strings here. You have your D string, your G and B string. And then what you do is go to the 7th fret on your 5th string and play that E. See that? And that's what they call the first inversion of inverted chord. That's starting on the 3. So you have, right? And these are all C's here. See that? Bar chord across the 5th fret, starting on your 4th string, which is your G. Then you have a C and E. And then come over and reach and grab this E again with your 3rd finger. That. You have these C's. And they all are C major triads. You may have more notes in the chord, but they just doubling as octaves, okay? So you have these shapes in here, right? Then we can play an F because we're going to go 1, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to go 1, and if I go to the 4, which is the F major, we'll play an F major triad. That's your F major triad, okay? We're going to start on the 3rd fret, well, actually the 1st fret, if you want to look at it that way. 1st fret on the 2nd string. Then we go to 2nd fret on the G string, which is the 3rd string. And then we go to the 3rd fret on the 4th string. See that? That's a triad. But and then also, if you want to flatten down your 1st finger, you can add that F there because that's just an octave. See that? So that would be the 4. This is the 1. This would be the 4. If we go to the 5, we can do the same shape a whole step up. See that? So we have then a whole step up. That's the 5, okay? And if I want to go to the 6, that means I have to make a minor. So we're going to go a whole step, the same shape, close, not all the way. So if we did the 7th fret on the D string, which is the 4th, but then we're going to bar across the 5th fret. Play that bar across the 5th fret. See that? The first 3 strings, the G string, B string, E string, and then go a whole step over to the 7th fret and grab that 4th string, which is the A. That is that A minor. So we'll start out 1, 4, 5, 6. Okay? 1, 4, 5, 6. So with that minor, all we're doing is flattening out what they call the 3rd degree. So instead of shaping it like this, good morning, James. And so instead of shaping it like this right here, we wanted to flatten that one note, which is the 3rd note, the 3rd degree of that chord, and make it like that. And they say it sounds sad. That's sad. So we have 1, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Let's see. So if I was playing Oh Happy Day, I can do it that way. 1. Then 4, 5. 4 and 5. And 1 and 4. See that? And that's all it is going from the 1 to the 4 to the 5. 1, 4, 5. And he's using these shapes. 1, 4, 5. Okay? So let's try to use what we call that cowboy chord. See, that's the cowboy chord. That open C. Okay? So we have that. So instead of playing a bar, we can play that open C. 1. Then 4 to 5. 4 to 5. 4 to 5. 1 to 4. Okay. Again, let me show you the positioning on that open C chord. So we'll start out we can start here on the 2nd string on the 1st fret. And I'm playing it with my 1st finger, the index finger. So we'll hit play it here. And it doesn't take a lot of pressure. And if you notice, I try to play right in between the fret, okay? Because if you play on the fret right there, you're going to get that, or you're going to miss the note. So if you play directly as close to the middle of the fret as you can, and just, it doesn't take a lot of pressure. So you play that 1st note here, all right? And then the 2nd one is open, is that G. Then we go to the 2nd fret on the 4th string, which is that D string. And then on the 5th string, 3rd fret, is our root again. Beautiful chord. And then we play that 4 and 5. Okay? go to that 6. Is that the A minor? That's that sad sounding chord. So knowing just those basic chords can take you through a lot of different songs. Let me see if I can find another one. Okay, let's do that. That's I Don't Feel No Ways Tired. There's one shape that I'm going to show you to make that sonically correct, okay? Let me see. I can do it that way. Let's do it that way without adding that chord. So we'll start out with that C cowboy chord, the C chord. Then we'll play the bar chord. Then we'll go back to the same shape, but we're going to play it here, okay? So we'll start here with the cowboy chord. Then we play the bar chord. Then we'll play that same shape right here. 5. I'll play it like that. That will work, okay? Here we go. That I Don't Feel No Ways Tired. And what this is called is playing inversion of the same chord. Because this is a C, this is a C, this is a C, and then we go on to the 4th. And just using these shapes, using these different shapes. Because we played that F right here, but we can play it here too. Okay, here we go. See that? Then we get into some other chords. The minor. All right. See that? So we're using basically those same shapes, same chords, but we're able to move them into different positions. So playing that C, playing this F, playing that F. They're still the same chord, but just different shapes. See that? That's that F. That's the 5, which is the G. Right? And back to the 1. What's so crazy, and I'm gonna let you go because I didn't want to be on here too long. You can take just this one shape or this one chord and make all of these different sounds. Listen, so we got. That. Let's start with the 3rd of the chord or the 5 of the chord. Right? That's where a lot of guitar players, especially quartet, they'll play all of these different sounds, but it's the same chord, and that's called playing inversions. Okay, I'm not going to get so much into that, but take a listen. So if I play this, C, so it sounds like I'm playing a bunch of different chords, but it's one chord. It's just a C. That. And you can do the same thing going to the 4 and the 5. They're just playing the inversions. Yeah. Back to the 1. To the C's. 5. back to the 1. Excuse me. So the more inversions you learn, the more you break down these simple chords, the more you'll be able to play so many different songs. Victory is mine. Real simple. And there's just so many, even if you're playing like CCM stuff. That's the C by adding these one note stuff. It's nice, right? And you hear them quartet players, include me, playing this stuff all the time, playing inversions. I'll go to A, and then I'm going to go. So I'm going to play 1, 4, 5 in the key of A. 1, 4, 5. That means A, D, and E. A, D, and E. So I'll go, hey, David. I'll go 1, A, 4, back to the A, then to the E, 5, right? Right? 4, back to the 1, 5, back to the 1. So we have 1, 4, and 5. 1. Let me change this so you can see it. Okay? Let's do this. So 1, that's the root. Then going to the 4, which is the D. Excuse me. Back to the 1. To the 5, E. Back to the 1. 4. Yep. So it's 1, 4, 5 in the key of A. And all I'm doing is playing the same chord and inverting them. Inverting the same chord. 1, 4, 5. This is the root. 4, 1, 5, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1. So take the time to learn your triads, learn how to make the inversions, and all of the inverted chord is changing the order of the chord, and learn these shapes, and you'll do fine. You'll be able to play so many different gospel songs. Kevin, I just want to know that I started studying your Kevin Wilson. Oh, thank you. From a decade ago. Good. Thank you so much. And I appreciate everybody who's been supporting, viewing, have subscribed to my channel. Remember, every Sunday morning, I am broadcasting live from the church to show you how I apply a lot of the stuff that I teach. Because it's one thing just to talk about this stuff, but then there's another to be able to apply this information in real life situations. So that's why I like to go live, so you guys can see that everything that I tell you, everything that I or teach, I'm using that same principle, same concept. Nothing way out there, but it takes a little time and a little practice. You can get it. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I promise you, I'm gonna come back and we'll see you soon. You hear Prince in there hollering, he barking. My wife must be coming home. All right, take care.